Hey everybody, I hope everybody's doing well. It is late Friday night, October 11th, and I am making this video so that um, my clients who are already enrolled into a Medicare, prescription drug plan or a Medicare Advantage plan, that we can get prepared on what to expect and get on my calendar as soon as possible so that we can figure out what we're going to do for 2020. Okay, so a couple quick things. What is open enrollment? Let's talk about that quickly. If you have a Medigap policy, a Medicare supplement, one of the plans F, G, or N, those are the ones that I sell. Okay, this period of enrollment doesn't pertain to you. The annual enrollment period for Medicare doesn't pertain to you. You can continue on with your Medicare supplement and it won't be affected. No one's going to take that away. You don't have to make any changes. You just continue to go on with what you got. You got the best thing in the land, right? This period is only for folks who have a prescription drug plan and who have a Medicare Advantage plan. During this annual enrollment period, which is October 15th through December 7th, we can do three things. We can either change the prescription drug plan that we have or the Medicare Advantage plan that we have. We can disenroll in it. We can decide to drop it and go back to original Medicare, or we can enroll in one. If for some reason we never got a chance to enroll in a prescription drug plan, or you never got a chance to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan, now's the time to do it. So those three things: change what you have, drop what you have, or enroll if you've never had it before. Okay, so those are the three things we can do, and we have to do something during this open enrollment period. Okay, if you are looking to drop a Medicare Advantage plan because you just don't like the way it works, or maybe it just wasn't what you expected, we need to get on my calendar as soon as possible, because if we're going to drop it and go back to original Medicare and try to get a Medigap policy, a Medicare supplement, then we have to do that early in the enrollment period, because we're going to send an application. It's going to go through underwriting. They're going to check our medical history, check our medication history, and then they're going to decide whether or not we can get it. And if we can get it, great, we'll disenroll. If we can't get it, then at least we know we got to keep what we have or make changes to what we have, right? But we can't do that later on in the enrollment period. Expect to do it December 5th, do a Medicare supplement application, and expect to get a response before the 7th comes around. Okay, so important. We need to get on my calendar right away. We need to talk about changing it, talk about dropping it, or talk about enrolling into a prescription drug plan or a Medicare Advantage plan. One of those three. Okay. So what do we need to do? So what are the changes? Everybody that has a Medicare Advantage plan or a prescription drug plan is going to get their annual notice of change. Give me 1 second. And it's going to come in packages like this. It's going to look like this. It's going to say your important 2020 annual changes. Okay. Read those changes. If there's something in there that pertains to you and you don't like, maybe they say they're no longer covering this medication, or the copayment went up on your prescription on your PCP visits, or the copayment went up on your specialist visit, or maybe the copayment went up on the inpatient hospitalization. If something like that you find and you're not too keen on it, and you want to talk about different options, then let me know. Get on my calendar right away. We're going to dedicate 1 hour of time to you and nobody else. So anybody that's called me already about it and I haven't got to your phone call, we're going to go down the list. We're going to give you a call and we're going to put you on my calendar. Okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to have a couple things ready. Obviously, we need to know the names of your doctors, your primary care physician. We want to make sure that one is still the same, or if you changed it, or if you're new to me, Have that ready. We want to have the list of your medications. Okay. The best way I go about searching for a Medicare Advantage plan or a prescription drug plan is by going off of your list of medications. We're going to go straight to Medicare.gov. We're going to plug in the list of medications, the dosage, how often you take the medication. If there's a pharmacy you just can't live without, we're going to plug it into the Medicare system, and they're going to do all the dirty work for us, and they're going to let us know, the plans that work from best to worst, and we're going to look through them and figure out, okay, is this one really the best? Does your doctor accept it? Okay, great. Then hallelujah, we found a plan. And the same thing goes for a prescription drug plan. So have list of your medications, the dosage, how often you take it. If there's a pharmacy you just can't live without, and tell us about your primary care physician. Okay? We need those things. We're going to jump onto Medicare.gov and we're going to knock it out. And I'll show you just quickly where we go, right? If you want to go ahead and get a head start on this, you could. You go to Medicare.gov, you're going to hit preview plans, and you're going to come to the screen. Okay, so this makes me think of one thing. So this is a new Medicare plan finder. In the past, we were able to load in your prescription drugs. They would give us a drug ID that we can use for future use. A drug ID and a password, right? That's going to be long gone. That is long gone, basically. So what I want everybody to do is I want you to get in here and create an account. Okay, it's real simple. You just have to have your Medicare number ready. Okay, get in here, click on this, create an account, and have at it. And I want you to have that username and password ready. The reason why I want you guys to do that is because I can get in here, and when we're plugging in the list of medications, they're already going to have some medications that you already ran through the Medicare system in there. So we're going to quickly be able to check them off and say, "This, are you still taking this? Okay. Are you still taking this? Are you still taking this? Are you still taking this? Okay, great. We have everything listed out quickly, and then we're going to be able to move to the next screen." Okay, so again, let me walk you through it really quick. You want to go to Medicare.gov. Oops. You want to click on here up at the top, my Medicare.gov login. Right? You're going to create an account, and go ahead and create an account. They're just going to ask you some stuff, and then a security question and whatnot, and then you're going to have your login and password, and have that ready so that you can give it to me. I can get in here and I can quickly figure out which Medicare Advantage plan or which Medicare drug plan is best for you. Okay, so I don't think there's much else to talk about. When there are some changes to prescription drugs, stages of coverage. Okay. The initial coverage level went up. The percentage in the donut hole went down. The overall maximum, the true out-of-pocket maximum went up. So we'll talk about all that when it's time for our appointment. It's too complicated to do it in a 10-15 minute video. But we'll talk about it more in detail. Okay. If you guys are okay with your drug plan, and you're not taking any gnarly medications, and it's not costing us an arm and a leg, and you feel like that there's really haven't been any major changes to your plan, then there's nothing you have to do. Don't worry about it. Everything's going to continue on the way it is. If the plan still exists, they're gonna continue with the plan. If there's some slight changes, they already gave you notice of the changes. If that company no longer exists, then they're gonna map you into the next one or the closest one. So if you're okay, you're not taking any medications, or maybe it's just a generic medication that everybody and their mama takes, and you're not paying an arm and a leg for it, then it's fine. You don't need to waste an hour of your time. There's nothing we have to do. Just continue to do what you have. Okay, or continue to keep what you have. Okay, but for those of us that are taking some really expensive medications, some gnarly medications, like I said when we did the policies, it's not a bad idea to revisit everything every year. Okay, so get on my calendar as soon as you can. My calendar link is carlospolito.net. Unfortunately, somebody has carlospolito.com. I've tried to contact them. I tried to pay them for it, but they haven't returned my phone calls. So I don't know. One day I'm going to be able to get it, but for now, we're going to do carlospolito.net. So let me show you what to do. So you're going to go to carlospolito.net, and you're going to choose one of these. If you're watching this video, then you're going to hit this Medicare consultation one, this orange one. You're going to click this Medicare consultation. You're going to pick a date and a time, and then what's going to happen is you're going to get an email confirming your appointment. Okay, you're going to get another email a week before. You're going to get another email a day before, just reminding you of our appointment. You're also going to get text messages. These are just automatic text messages that you're going to get a month before, a week before, the day before, and an hour before. I want to make sure that you make your appointment. And if for some reason you can't, something happens, life happens. It happens all the time. Life is fast and dynamic. Things change and stuff happens. That's okay. Just do me a favor. If we have to cancel, let me know at least, try to let me know at least 24 hours ahead of time so that I can fill that slot up with somebody who's ready to go, who might be, further down the list. Okay. So I think that's pretty much it. I don't think I missed anything. Again, open enrollment is from October 15th through December 7th. This really only pertains to Medicare Advantage and prescription Part D prescription drug beneficiaries. Medicare Advantage is also known as Part C. Now's the time to make the change, drop it, or sign up if we didn't get a chance to sign up for one of those two parts, right? Part C and Part D. Okay? Get on my calendar as soon as possible. If you don't like your Medicare Advantage plans, you should be the first one on the list so we can talk about getting you off of it and trying to get on a Medicare supplement if at all possible. Okay? So guys, thanks again for letting me be your insurance agent. I have my assistants, I have my agents who might be jumping in at any time to help us out. We're trying to make this thing as efficient as possible. Again, I appreciate you giving me the chance, and get on my calendar, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.